Ginny Weasley Potter, most notably known for marrying the boy who lived, but also former Quidditch seeker for the Holyhead Harpies. She retired early in her career, only after 5 years, to start raising her family. Now, the mother of three, she works for the Daily Prophet as head Quidditch correspondent. With such famous past, the couple chose to live in solace in a muggle home away from the world. Here, they're just everyday people. Something that those close to Harry say he's always wanted. It's quite literally the perfect, loving home. Thank you for taking the time to speak with us.
It's no problem.
If you don't mind me asking, why did you agree to this interview?
Well, when Harry and I heard you were making this, we knew people were going to have opinions and beliefs about what happened. Harry honestly doesn't care. He's always been very private. But I figured if people were going to tell their stories, they might as well hear the truth, and if not from Harry, at least from someone who cares about him.
Does Harry know you're speaking with us?
Yes. That's why he's not here today. He took the children to my parents for the day.
Does he agree with your decision?
He doesn't agree with a lot of the things I do sometimes, but he trusts me.
Well, first, we'd like to ask you about the war. What was your experience like?
After Dumbledore died, everything changed. I had to go back to school, even though people were dying all around us.
When Harry was on the run?
The night Harry returned, I'd managed to stay, even though I was underage. I couldn't stand leaving both him and my entire family behind. I couldn't just sit around and wait to hear if they were dead or not.
And how did you feel when you heard your brother Fred had been killed?
It was sad. One of the hardest things to take in after it all settled. My brother George took it harder than any of us, even Mum. Of course he wouldn't admit it, but sometimes I catch him talking to Fred. He's not crazy, it's just he lost more than a brother that day. It's like half his soul is gone. Other than that, he's still the same old joker. His pranks are less cruel now.
Did you find it difficult returning to school after these events?
A little bit. Of course, I didn't stay very long. I joined the Holyhead Harpies after the first term, after I'd taken my final exams, of course.
Why did you leave school so early?
I had to get out. I was given an opportunity and I took it. I just couldn't stay.
Did it have anything to do with Harry?
Tell me, what would you do if you almost lost the only one you really loved?
I don't know.
Then I really can't explain.
You say you almost lost him. We're actually very curious about that. There are stories that have been told that say Harry came back from the dead. We've had some trouble getting the truth about that, being that not much has been told of Harry's half of the story. Would you know anything about that?
What does it matter?
Well, people want to know.
Do they?
Well, in all honesty, I'd like to know.
Harry told me after Tom killed him. He saw Dumbledore. He told him he could choose to live or die. Harry chose to live. The rest is history.
And do you believe that?
Of course I do. It's all that matters.
Soon after we finished our interview, she allowed us to stay. We left respectfully. The term has ended. The summer begins and students spend the holidays afar with their families. The school lay abandoned. Over the 20 years, secrets have been revealed, hidden, and retold in many different ways. What happened that night still remains a mystery. But what is known is the bravery of the witches and wizards who risked their lives to better our future. And as for Mr. Potter, all we can say is thank you. And a very special thank you to J.K. Rowling from the filmmakers. You have inspired us with your magical storytelling over the past decade, and we wish you every future success.